The Claremont colleges are known for its beautiful architecture, academics, resources, and are composed of students who had to go through a meticulous application process just to secure a spot. However elite the college may be, the culture, just like any other place in the 21st century, is comprised of people who like to gossip. Meet YikYak. YikYak is an app where you can make anonymous comments and is posted based on your location. It took the Claremont colleges by storm last year, and each college has its own experience with YikYak that has shaped the campuses. With rumors of the Harvey Mudd dining hall thing, late night comments asking about parties, expressing sadness, and rumors about specific people, YikYak made such an impact that it was banned from the Claremont colleges at one point. At Scripps, YikYak perhaps has had the greatest impact. With a new student body president-elect in the spring of 2022, YikYak's anonymous platform became the catalyst for her stepping down shortly after the election. Did the gossip at these schools exist before to this degree? Or did the anonymity of YikYak change the way that gossip is spread?
Alright, so what is YikYak?
YikYak is a social media platform where basically people can post anonymous yaks, they call it, and it's supposed to be seen by people around you. So I think there's a distance filter in there. So just you can see the anonymous posts that people around you are posting.
So YikYak, now I will say that I personally am not on it, so my description will be a little bit limited. I think YikYak is sort of, based on what I've seen, is sort of this platform where people can anonymously post things like people in various communities, like for example the Pitzer College community that I'm part of, and they'll talk to each other. People can maybe voice opinions that they otherwise wouldn't be able to say, and so so people can really sort of express themselves on there.
I'm recording now. First of all, what is YikYak?
Now, YikYak is a revolutionary tool that allows college students to post anything they want. And now it's a game. It's the opposite of golf, it's to get the highest amount of points and to post the coolest things. And it's a great way to really, tell people what's going on in college life.
When did you first hear about YikYak?
I heard it about a month into my freshman year. I just, people were talking about it and random funny things that were posted there, so yeah.
I heard about the Yikster and the Yakster about, at the beginning of the college days. I hadn't heard about it before. I think it must have been a revolutionary tool back in those days. And now everyone was talking about it and everyone loved it.
I first heard about it when I came to CMC. It's actually a bit later, so probably late into my freshman year.
I first heard about YikYak probably last semester. First I heard it many years ago, and then I didn't hear anything about it for a long time. And then last semester I feel like it had a resurgence, and I actually downloaded the app to check it out.
Did you know why YikYak went away?
I assumed it just wasn't very popular and went out of business, but I never really investigated why.
Did you hear about the Harvey Mudd dining hall rumor?
I did hear about that one.
Now this is a huge rumor, and I've heard stories that it really made a huge difference. I went to Harvey Mudd right after that rumor was spread, and there was no one there. I went right through the exhibition line and grabbed my make your own pizza within 5 minutes, compared to a long 30 minutes that it usually takes.
So yeah, I did hear about the Harvey Mudd dining rumor that apparently that Harvey Mudd's dining hall, the Hawk, would only be open to Harvey Mudd students, and a lot of people actually believed this and spread it. So, and which obviously was not true and would have affected people's actions.
I think I have a pretty positive view about YikYak.
I have a positive perspective because it seems like a great outlet for people to spread their ideas and even rumors for the good or the bad. It's it's freedom of speech.
I have a heavily negative view of YikYak. Because of its anonymity, people can harass and bully whoever they want and can just say whatever they want without any sort of accountability, and then they can have sort of just free reign to like cause whatever destruction they want, as we illustrated with the misinformation example.
YikYak has definitely opened a new avenue for people to make fun of other students and get away with it. I think it's also a way for students to kind of like voice complaints and like make inside jokes about the schools that are told like from person to person, but it kind of memorializes them on the internet, I guess.
Well, it's really made a huge impact because it's a good way to find out like what's happening from parties to academics to other rumors that are spreading around. It's a good way to stay on top of things in college life.
What can you extrapolate about the future of social media at the colleges?
Spreading the false information can like definitely ruin someone's reputation. So I think, like overall, I think it's been fine just because I find that a lot of like the information on there is just like really funny posts that like don't do a lot of targeting. But I think that if there is targeting, it's pretty bad.
YikYak is it's a catchy phrase. I mean, I really like it, but I've heard it's dying off. I'm ready for the new app, the Riff Raff.
YikYak may seem goofy, but the app isn't all fun and games. While YikYak is known as a platform full of jokes, YikYak has become a place for more serious events to be spoken about in the Claremont community. Because of its anonymity, many people have used the platform to call out social injustice. One of the biggest examples was that student who was featured here from Scripps.
So I did not want to call out somebody's character. I didn't want to claim this person is X, Y, or Z because this person probably isn't or isn't intending to be, but I called out their actions. I said a fact. All I did was say a fact. I said, and I don't know if this is exactly quoted, but it's basically what I said. I said, just so you know, your first year SAS president said the N-word her first year. That's all I said. Nothing else. Other people decided to comment about it and say things on the app at each other on the app. I just said a fact. That's all I did. And it was interesting. I think some people were quick to be like, what the heck, and then others were, I remember someone said something about how people can change, people can grow, it was a mistake, this and that. Like, sure, cool. But like I said, I wasn't going to get into detail of everything that this person had done and experiences other people have had with this person. I was just trying to get straight to the point of kind of what an example of what things that they have done were. It was honestly, like, I think frustrating for POC, I guess, people trying to excuse that kind of behavior and saying, oh, people can grow. But there was no example of how she grew. And then people didn't want to believe it. So I replied to someone who gave the exact detail of how and where she said it. Because, like, how can you make that up? Like, who would make that up? Like, seriously, that's what people are saying. Like, oh, it's made up. And no, it's maybe someone's bored, but I'm not that bored. Like, I'm literally just saying a fact to make a fact more valid. I think it's better to give more detail about it. So I did. I explained where it was, what year it was, how she said it, and her response, which is what I said before. If she didn't want people to say it, then she shouldn't have done it.
Today, for better or worse, YikYak seems to be in decline. A new anonymous app, which requires members of the same college, is on the rise. It's called Fizz. Many people believe that Fizz will be the new YikYak. We'll have to wait and see.
What do you see as the future of YikYak?
I think at schools, I think it's definitely going to get replaced with Fizz, and I think as we all get older, we're not going to use YikYak departing from here, but I mean, maybe amongst our age group it'll stay popular. I couldn't say.